Hey guys, Manolo here, trying to show you how to build your own custom-made display case. As you can see, it's right there. It's pretty tall. Dimensions are actually 48 by 70 inches and around 16 inches deep. I had lots of ideas what I wanted to do with my collection, but you can't always have, I guess, what you want, so I had to improvise, because my first idea was to do all plexiglass like this, but it wasn't gonna be able to. So I went to Home Depot and just asked around some of the people there to see what was available, and it wasn't even that expensive, I would say. It was like $180 that I spent on that trip to Home Depot. It's all the wood that you see, all the shelves that it's included in there, and some of the bolts that are in there. You see the white thingies, those are the screws that I put them in, and some wood glue. I'm gonna put some pictures up to show you the step-by-step, basically how I made mine, but I mean, it's custom made, so you guys can make it as you want, because you can go there and then they can chop off the wood however measures you guys want. Since mine was a pretty big collection, I wanted to be huge, and after looking around online and asking around, I got tired, and this was the best choice, because either it was super expensive or they wouldn't ship it because it was too big. So I decided, so what the hell, I'm gonna make mine. And if I can make my own display case, I'm pretty sure you guys can make one by yourself. I can even have the lock into it. You can open it, put some magnets in it, that way it's fully closed. As you can see, it has doors. Obviously it's for the, this is something that I also wanted on my display case, to be covered, that way it won't be fully open to dust or sunlight, because it's not, I don't even have to worry about sunlight because it's a closed room on my basement. But as you can see how nice it is, I mean, spacious. Okay, let's start, I guess. First of all, you gotta obviously have some sort of sketch for your display case, what kind you want to do and that kind of thing, like at least a paint drawing. That's what I actually did. And after that, with those measures, go and get your materials. After that, I painted them and glued them together with some wood glue, as you can see in here. This is what I did with all the wood panels. And after that, I mean, once it was standing up, you can also get these little pins in there, as you can see, so you can just slide in the shelves depending on how tall you guys want the shelves to be. And then these are not glued, so that way I can slip them right out and move them if I wanted to at some point in time. And then again, I bought this one to put in the screws in because I didn't have one, and it's not even that expensive. It was like $30 to put all the screws in for all the wood to be together. And I did it all by myself. I mean, this is all me. There was just a couple times I messaged to help me out, but it was all me. If you can find somebody else to help you out, you guys could make it at least in a week or so. I mean, it depends on how motivated and excited you guys are. I was pretty motivated since I wanted this for such a long time. So after all this, all the shelves and all the display case, the main one was there, I guess. The hard part was to find these, the doors, the acrylic doors, and these ones I actually found them at Lowe's. It was like 40 something for each of these ones, and these were like $2. You can use the same. I use the same drill to make holes at the acrylic sheets. I didn't know that was possible, but I guess it was. But the tricky part, the most tricky part, and the part I hated the most, was to cut these all the acrylic sheets to make them exactly like they were, because they were 48 by I think it was like 75 or something, and these are impossible to find as well. They're super expensive, so those were the only ones that they had. So I guess once again you have to improvise sometimes, and cutting them was like the most horrible thing and the most annoying thing. I used one of these tools. I'll show you right now. This is what it's called. It's called a glass cutter, I guess. And I did my best, like I said, and you can see some of the smooth edges that I made, but it's not too perfect over here. And once I was done with the first door and put it in, I wanted to get done right away with the other one, but I wasn't that lucky. See how these are terrible over here, very bad. But once again I improvised and you know, just made it happen. It's not gonna be perfect, but at least it's gonna be yours if you make it through. I mean, cutting them to make them the measure that you want, that was like a pain in the ass. But once you get past that, and like I said, if you have somebody to help you out with, it'll be a lot better. You know, just screw them in, make the holes for this one, that way it's tight and it won't be that wobbly. That's why I put 3 hinges on each door. See, like it's not that wobbly. And that's a pretty summarized explanation of how I made this. I still can't believe it's done. Such a long time wanting to have one. It's finally here. It took me a while. I mean, obviously on my days off from work, I did what I had to do, and probably little by little, but yeah. It's my first video. Probably most of you guys realized that already. So if you guys have any questions, just write me a comment and I'll write you guys back. Thanks for watching.